Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David A. Qua and welcome to my May 24th, 2015 vlog where I tell you guys everything that's been up with me for the past week, alright? This video is going to be a little bit special because I'm going to tell you guys everything that happened during my vacation to Washington, D.C. Specifically the Virginia area. We went to Maryland, we went to the Washington, D.C. area. We checked out a lot of different restaurants, some of the shopping places, the malls there, and we went to a lot of the touristy places like the Washington Monument, the World War II Memorial, Abraham Lincoln statue, stuff like that, right? We were there for like 5 days, and it was a pretty good trip until the end, where we got a lot of plane delays and cancellations and stuff like that. On the way there, we didn't have any problems, but on the way back, we had a lot of problems. We ended up driving back. We refused to deal with all the airplanes and all the flights and stuff like that. We just, give us a rental car, we'll drive back ourselves. That's what we end up doing. Before we get to all this, a lot of people want their shout-outs. We're going to do that today. No Q&As, unfortunately, but we will do these shout-outs. Beck West was like, hey, you never answered my questions in the Q&A. What gives? So here's your shout-out, buddy. You're first in line. Drifter HDR, that's his Twitch username. And this is the same dude, EPYM Drift, on YouTube. Alright, so if you want to check out his videos, go on his channel. That's it right there. Informal Gamers, Bombstad0039 on Twitch, BeastGamer123, Aperture Labs, Ben10 Fan 1, Mike Hunt, Trey Spears has a birthday coming up, Christian MRC Aurelana, Pinnacle Technique, Cameron Taylor, and Flickside. Yeah, Flickside is Kenny Gel. So he has a YouTube channel now. Check out his stuff. Okay, he talks about movies and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and talk about my recent trip to Washington, D.C. We took American Airlines to Washington, D.C. We stopped by in Chicago first, and we went to the DCA airport. And for the most part, it was pretty good. No problems, no delays. All the planes departed on time and stuff like that. So everything was good there. We left on Thursday. And then we arrived kind of like noonish and around the DCA area. And Paul picked us up and we went on the Metro, which is like kind of like their subway system. And then we just hung out, you know. We went to his apartment, we dropped out all our stuff. And then we went to a place called Artie's, okay? The first place we went to was lunch at Artie's. Probably like 2 p.m. when we went to, or something like that. Probably 1, 2 p.m. And the place it serves ribs, crab, all sort of different stuff. Okay, it has sandwiches and salads and stuff like that too. I didn't think it was too bad. I ordered crab cakes. Tony ordered ribs. I don't remember what Paul ordered, but I know he ordered a lot of coleslaw. So he ordered like 2 times the coleslaw and stuff like that. 2 scoops for each of his meals. And the food was good, you know. I didn't have much complaints about it. The others didn't actually finish all their meals, so they actually gave me some. So I actually tried out the ribs. I tried out the crab cakes with it, and it was good. You know, I like their not the mac and cheese, their mashed potatoes. So it was good. Artie's. We left there, and then we went to a grocery store. It was a Korean supermarket right next door to Artie's. Okay. And Paul bought some stuff, some groceries, bought like lettuce or something like that. And then we left there, and then we basically went back to his house, and we just kind of hung out, because our plane left at like 6 in the morning, and we were just dead tired, man. In future trips, we're probably going to get a full night of sleep before we go on these trips. Sorry guys, I'm sick. I can't even pronounce words right. My mouth is dry and stuff like that. I'm going to get through this video as fast as we can, okay? So that night, after we rested and stuff like that in Paul's apartment, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, by the way. We went to a place called Ann Pizza. It's kind of like a Chipotle, where you make your own pizza, pretty much, okay? So you tell them what you want to put on the dough, and then they cook it up for you, and then that's it, okay? So I went with the garlic. Paul and I both went with the garlic, and they put us some. I don't know what kind of seasoning it was, but they put a lot of like basil, different seasonings, feta cheese. It was like the most yummiest pizza I've ever had in my life, man. Tony, he went with a like a 3 meats. You know, he went with sausage, beef, bacon, whatever. And I thought it was a really boring pizza for him. Mine was like, it was explosion, mind-blowing pizza. Out of all the restaurants I've ever tried, and during this entire trip, and pizza, you know, just the symbol and pizza, was probably my favorite restaurant during this entire trip. Okay, I loved it. I would definitely want to go back there, but it was like such in a hidden area of the city. Okay, then that was pretty much it. We went back to Paul's place. We kind of hung out, played video games, whatever. Paul has an Xbox One, so I started playing his Xbox One for a little bit. You know, he had a game called Ori and the Blind Forest. I played that for a little bit. Actually, I played it for, you know, a few hours actually. Didn't beat it, but I really enjoyed it. You know, if I ever get an Xbox One, that's probably one of the first games I want to finish what I started on that system. Okay. Friday morning, we left the house. We went on the metro, which, like I said, it was like the subway system there, and then we went to a place called Oriental East. It's a Chinese place, dim sum. They serve dim sum also, which is kind of like you know, it's like steamed buns, you know, shrimp. You know, Chinese food basically. I ordered the chow foon, and it was really filling. They gave us it was huge proportions, by the way, for like $12. It's a lot of food. The other guys, they didn't eat all their dim sum, all their steamed buns and stuff like that. So they gave me some, so I actually had some extra food for myself. And then after that, and the restaurant was okay. We didn't think it was anything special at all. And we went to do CVS, went to the bank. Got supplies for the rest of the day because we're not going to go back for a while, right? But we eventually did. We went back to Paul's place and we saw Batman vs. Robin. It's the movie from the DCU AOM animated movie. It's a follow-up to the Son of Batman cartoon movie. Paul watched it and he enjoyed it, I guess. He didn't really like it as much as some of the other previous DCU AOM animated movies. But it was alright, you know. We wanted him to see it too, just to know what it's like and stuff like that. And then we went to a place called Chasing Tails, the Cajun restaurant. Okay, has fried chicken. They had crab, clams, lobster. They have you know, Cajun type stuff. They have alligator. I actually tried some of the alligator, so that's what I ordered. I ordered alligator and French fries. Tony ordered macaroni and cheese, out of all things to eat. The place, they had a basketball game. Washington was playing some other team on the NBA. Basketball, and people were like cheering, they're all getting drunk and stuff like that at the bar and stuff like that. So it was a very interesting day just to be there. A lot of people go there at the time. We left there probably like 9-10 o'clock, and it was crazy there, you know, a lot of people. So but the food there was all right, you know. All I had was alligator and French fries, so whatever. Saturday, Paul's wife Anna joined us for most of the day. Friday we did more stuff than that. We went to the National Mall also, where we saw, you know, the usual stuff like the Abraham Lincoln statue. We went to the Bureau of Printing and Engraving, which is where they make money. It was like a 1-hour tour in there, and we were bored to tears, man, but we enjoyed it. I actually bought a hat there. We saw the Washington Monument. We saw the Thomas Jefferson statue. We walked a lot, by the way. Saw the World War II Memorial. We briefly saw the Vietnam War Memorial, but we didn't stay there very long. And then we had to hurry back to meet up with Anna and stuff like that. Then that's pretty much the end of the day. Okay, now Saturday. We went to a place called Oe Gajib. I'll put the link to it in the description, and the correct spelling of the restaurant. It's a Korean all-you-can-eat barbecue type place. All right, and we went during lunchtime, which is not as busy. And we had hot pot, we had barbecue, meats, you know, that pork and chicken and beef and stuff like that. It was good, a little pricey, but it was good. All right, a lot of food. I was already full from last night, but we kept eating more, and it was good. not a lot to complain about. Apparently, it's a huge hangout spot for a lot of people. And then afterwards, we went to a Breeze. It is a it's a dessert place, but they also a bakery. Like they have cakes and ice cream and shakes and smoothies and stuff like that. I ordered a smoothie, a pina colada boba tea, and it was good. I liked it. All right. That was all I ordered. I mean, Tony got a some type of dessert. It looks like yogurt or something like that. It had a shape of a panda, like actually made the cookie at the top of it shape of a panda. And then we went shopping throughout the entire day. We went to Tyson Mall first, which is huge. It has like a movie theater and a bunch of restaurants on it's like 3 floors, and there was like a huge restaurant on the outside. There was like tons of like little games and stuff like that out on the opening lobby and stuff like that. It was a pretty huge mall, okay, very big mall. And we went to the GameStop. I bought some games there. Tony bought a game too. He bought Monster Hunter for the 3DS. I bought a couple of the anime games, I don't know, Record of Anguirus or whatever it is. I bought those games at the Tyson Mall. And then afterwards went to Fashion Center. I didn't buy anything there, but I was just amazed at how big that mall was. You know, it was long, it was like tall. You know, it's like 4 stories and tons of stores, tons of different places to get souvenirs and stuff like that from, but we didn't buy anything there. I just want to go there just to experience what the shopping life was like there. And then we went to a place called Pentagon Row, where we went to a restaurant called Nando's Chicken. All right, and Anna, Paul, me, and Tony, we all ate there. I only ordered mashed potatoes. That's it. I was so full from all the previous days from eating that all I could eat was mashed potatoes. So I got a drink and mashed potatoes. That was it. So all I ate there was mashed potatoes. They were like well known for the chicken and stuff like that, but I didn't bother with it. I was too full to eat anything. And that was pretty much it. We went back to Paul's place. We saw the movie Kingsman: Secret Service, and yeah. For us, it was the second time. Tony and I, we already saw the movie, but for Paul and Anna, that was the first time them watching the movie, and they enjoyed it. They seemed to enjoy it, and I thought it was better the second time also. It had subtitles, so we could understand, because their British accents are very, very thick in this movie. All right. Another thing to keep in mind, it was very rainy that day. We bought umbrellas, and funny enough, when we bought umbrellas, we went outside, and the rain stopped, of course. I actually asked them for a bag. Like all I wanted was a huge bag, right? We went to Marshall's, and they had a huge bag there, and I just put it over my head, and that was pretty much it. I didn't buy with umbrellas, but Paul bought an umbrella, Tony bought an umbrella, and of course, when we walk outside, it stopped raining for a little bit. And that was pretty much it. Sunday is just the guys again. We went out and did our own thing. We went to a place called Thai. It's a Thai restaurant. I ordered pad see ew. Okay, it's kind of like it's a noodle dish. Tony ordered curry and some sushi from Thai, and Paul got fried rice that's cooked inside a pineapple. It's like there's a huge pineapple and there was like rice cooked inside of it. I didn't think the restaurant was special or anything. I mean, if you guys want to eat it, food's good. I don't have any huge complaints about it. I heard the rice is very grainy, okay? But besides that, if you guys want to try it out, the pad see ew was quite delicious, all right? The place is located in Georgetown, in the Washington, D.C. area. And then afterwards, we went to this cupcake place. I don't even know what the name of it is, but only Paul and Tony bought stuff there. I didn't bother with it. I don't know how these guys have endless stomachs like this. I don't know how I eat once and I'm done for like 3 days. These guys, they can eat like breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. I can't do that. I have to eat like one huge meal every couple days or so. I can't do what these guys can do. And then we went to this waterfront area. And then we just hung out there. We sat down. We ate our cupcakes. I had a piece of gum. So I sat there. I was recording videos of the water and stuff like that. And that was pretty much it. And then we went to the Smithsonian Natural History Museum in Washington, D.C., okay? And over there, you know, they had huge bones and a lot of, like, wildlife. They talk about evolution. They have animals, the stuffed animals there. Dinosaur bones. The huge thing about my trip is that to the Smithsonian Natural History Museum was the dinosaur bones. That was like a huge part of it, okay? And luckily for Tony, he was hoping to get some type of pennies, you know, those souvenir pennies where you crush them and they make a little picture. He got 2 of them during our trip there. He was hoping to have somewhere where we actually get some souvenir pennies. So that was pretty much it. And then that night, on Sunday, we went to a place called Bon Chon Chicken. Okay, we had chicken wings. And they had waffle fries there also. And that's how we ate for Paul's birthday. It was Paul's birthday that weekend. And we celebrated Paul's birthday. Anna's aunts, Anna's, you know, Paul's wife, her aunts came by. We talked a little bit. It was great, by the way. We had a good time. We had a lot of good conversations, especially with me, because I'm like the big talker in the group. Paul didn't talk much at all. Tony's not much of a talker, but they kept conversations with me, and then we really enjoyed it. Okay, we had a lot of good times. So we had chicken wings and waffle fries, and we had an Oreo cake. That was Paul's cake, was the Oreo ice cream cake, and then Anna made, I don't know what it was, it had graham crackers on top of it, and it had like fruit, like mangoes inside of it. It was really sweet and yummy. I really like it. But that was pretty much it when it comes to Paul's birthday. That's all we ate during that day. And that's pretty much the end of Sunday also. We played games. We played Halo, Advanced Warfare, you know, the usual stuff. We played zombies and stuff like that. And we had a lot of fun, alright? The last day we were there was Monday. And Monday was, we just went shopping. We ate at one breakfast place called Ted's Bulletin, which is really yummy. They have good shakes and stuff like that. I had a custom-made Pop-Tart. It was basically a Pop-Tart, and it was really, really delicious, okay? And that was pretty much it. We had eggs and, you know, hash browns and pancakes and stuff like that. Usual stuff. After we went to Target, and then went to Safeway, where Paul and Anna did some grocery shopping and stuff like that. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much the end of the trip. Then we went on to the airplane, and on the airplane back, our first flight got delayed by like 6 hours, meaning that we missed our connecting flight, and then they had to rebook us, and that flight ended up being canceled, and it was absolutely ridiculous. They were like, well, you guys can wait till like 10 o'clock, and then we decided, no, we're going to drive, we're going to fly to Kansas City and then drive back from there. It's going to be like a 3-hour drive back to Wichita. And it was like, it's so crazy, man. We got to the Kansas City airport. They're out of rental cars. We had to look outside the airport. So we took a taxi to the Enterprise outside the airport. We got a car there. We drove back. It was crazy. And we went to Wendy's and McDonald's on the way there. Yeah, we spent the night at the airport. Ridiculous. So that's pretty much my trip. So to Washington D.C. We could have done a lot more. I wish we left the house a lot earlier. Like if we left, I would have to say like 7 in the morning. I think we'd have a lot more time. Every single day we never left the house until like 1 o'clock, like 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and then we keep complaining. Oh boy, I wish we had more stuff to do and stuff like that. I was up like 6 a.m. You know, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and waiting for these guys to wake up and whatever, you know. On Sunday, actually, I went to church on the TV. You know, I actually watched it from TV. And, you know, I was always up early, and the other guys would just sleep in until, like, noon. And then, like 10 o'clock, noonish. And then we would finally leave the house around 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then everything closed at 5. So we keep complaining that everything, we couldn't have enough time to do stuff and stuff like that. But we actually did, if you guys would just wake up earlier, you know. And that was pretty much it. During the entire trip, I was focused on my 3DS. There's a game on the 3DS, it's like built into it, called Me Plaza. I've met a ton of people, you know, Washington D.C., the airports and stuff like that. There's tons of tourists there, you know. So I'm always running into people with that probably had the 3DS in their purse or something like that, you know, in their pockets, and they have it in sleep mode. Actually, two 3DSs would actually talk to each other and would exchange information and stuff like that. I met like over 100 people during this trip, man. It was great. So yeah, and during the time that we were on the trip, I was playing this at the airports and stuff like that when we're waiting for our food to come out and whatever. Ben 10 Omniverse 2. I actually finished the game, and I'm not actually finished. I actually got to the last boss. There's like 18 missions, 4 boss fights, whatever, and I'm on the last boss fight where we're fighting this giant robot thing, and I can't beat it. But there's no award for it, you know. So I'm not gonna play it anymore. I'm done with the game pretty much. Okay, I got to the last mission, and I'm not gonna bother with that final fight because there's no trophies, no achievements. It doesn't unlock anything. So whatever. I don't even know what the Ben 10 show's even about. Well, I have an idea of what it's about, but I just skipped all the cutscenes and stuff like that, all the conversations, and I just played the game. You know, it's a fun little side scroller. So that's pretty much it, everyone. Thank you for watching, and next week we'll get back to Q&As and stuff like that. So go ahead and ask your questions. I'll pick out a couple of my favorites and we'll answer it next week. Okay. So thank you for watching. Comment, favorite, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.